Hello, my name is Liz. Um, this is Dragon Age Origins. I'm going to play through this as a Let's Play with you, um, and I hope you enjoy. This is my favorite game of all time. I have played it at least 4 times all the way through, and I've started it innumerable other times. I adore it. It's great. It's got all sorts of wonderful balance, and it's wonderful. Okay, so because I've played it so long, I think that this video is not for someone who has not played the game and wants to play the game. This is for somebody who's played the game lots of times or who doesn't want to play the game but wants to know about the game. While I'm playing it, I'm going to tell you about my decisions and why I'm making them, so therefore there's going to be spoilers everywhere within my playthrough. Don't watch it if you don't want to see spoilers. So, let's do a new game. This is the DLC, Dragon Age Awakening, so I'm going to play Origins first. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven, and doom upon all the worlds. Canticle of Threnodies 8:13.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
So that was the opening screen. I love it. It sets the tone so well for the game, and it's something to really look at quite closely because there's a lot of interesting information there that you could look over. Okay, so background. Dragon Age Origins is great because there's 6 different types of backgrounds. I've played pretty much all of them, except for the dwarf ones, but I don't really like dwarves. I've watched people play the dwarves though, so I think I've got that covered. What I haven't done is play as a mage the whole way through, and I also haven't played as a man the whole way through, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a man.
Greetings.
Dragon Age Origins has a terrible problem with cheekbones, and I just hate looking at them during the game. It makes me think they're skeletal, so I'm just gonna find a preset that kind of doesn't have that problem. Eh. Okay, that's close enough. Alright, so first, I need to get rid of the beard. Okay. I don't particularly like that. He's got a bit of stubble. Ugh, look at the cheekbones. No, look at that. No, I can't do that. Okay. That's the problem with the beard. You can't really see their face. That guy has a fat face here, so let's not do that either. I think I'm going to be stuck with this guy. His skin is really yellow, so let's make it less yellow. The complexion seems to be okay. I don't want to give him a tattoo, so let's go on. His hair, that's Alistair's hair, so in Dragon Age Origins you'll see the hair change a lot. I'm just going to give him like a plain hairstyle, not with a ponytail. It's just a plain hairstyle. Yeah, short back and sides. Okay. No beard. I want to make him a blonde. That's too late. Eyebrows. There are very few eyebrows in Dragon Age that I can stand. No eyebrows is terrible. Big floofy ones, no thanks. These are okay, but they're very manicured. Those... let's go for those. Okay, no stubble. Unless I change my mind somehow. He's a blonde, we're gonna give him blonde eyebrows. And his eye shape, that's probably fine. We'll see what happens. And I think his eyebrow is a bit too high. So brow height, let's drop him a bit. Yeah. Okay, and brown eyes, you can't really see their eyes very much unless you make them a really bright color, so I'm gonna make a bright color. Is those eyebrows still too high? Let's see. Much better. Okay. I think I'm gonna bring in his eyes just a smidge, and maybe make them just slightly bigger. Okay. See if I can drop that. Yeah, right. Okay. Brow depth, brow height. Do I care about all that? His brow seems fine. Let's bring it up. Not his eyebrow. I think that's okay. So his nose. This nose is a bit pinched. I think the height is okay. And the width, I think, could do a little bit bigger. Just a touch, maybe another touch. Then, nose size, I make it a bit bigger. Touch bigger. But then the nostril width is off. Let's give him a little bit of a bigger. That much. So his nose sticks out quite a bit, so we'll stick it back in a little bit. Nice, decent, strong nose that. Okay. Fine. Mouth height. Seems okay. Lip size. Mouth width, let's give him a bit less of a wide mouth. Yeah. I don't care about the rest of it too much. Maybe move it up a little bit? Not down. Huh. I think it looks okay, you know? His jaws, cheeks. He's got a very fleshy chin, so let's widen it out a little bit. Let's bring it in slightly. Maybe a little bit wider? That is quite a chin there. Does that look okay on him? I think that does look okay. I think the only thing I really don't quite like, I always put their neck quite thick so they look like they could wrestle orcs. The ear size, slightly small, so I'll make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. I wish I could put a different eye color on him because that color is not quite. We'll put him a light blue. Portrait. He's looking up quite a bit. Just make him look down. And make him turn to the right just slightly. There, he looks all serious. Okay, so then the background, just splashes of color. Let's give him that. That looks pretty good. Voice.
I have lost the spell.
How do you do?
Right, casting. Focus. Greetings. No, it is gone. I should do something else.
Greetings. Well, that didn't work.
That's totally not him.
Greetings. I've lost my concentration! This weapon does nothing.
Charmed, I'm sure. Ah, there went the spell. This weapon does nothing.
Greetings.
Ah, my spell!
Greetings. I have lost concentration.
It's gonna be what? Wise. Dalen with a Y. No, it can be Dalen with without a Y. Dalen Amel. I think he looks okay, you know. I think I'll be happy with that. His cheeks aren't concave, and well, not too much. And he looks decent. So let's get started. Oh, of course I have to start. Okay, so I'm just gonna give him a little bit more cunning, a bit more power, lots of magic. I always give my characters coercion because in Dragon Age and BioWare games in general, you really would like to talk to people and get yourself out of situations. For spells, it's a mage. I'm gonna give him some healing. By default, I think. These deal damage, but I get so bored with him. Let's see, heroic offense, willful paralysis. This is for like backup characters. I'm not too keen on that too much. Spirit is very interesting, so I'm gonna try to do spirit. See what happens. Entropy, I'm not quite sure how to play entropy. Paralysis, weakness, paralyzed, miasma. Waking nightmare, entropy, death hex. You know, I might do a little bit of this and a little bit of spirit as well. I think I'll stay away from primal and creation for the most part. Might put another point into healing or something. Give him that, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, now let's go. Okay, so difficulty level. Easy's too easy, hard, and nightmare would make this playthrough just last forever. Since I've played this a dozen times, I think I'm just going to choose normal.
On a cliff overlooking the dark waters of Lake Calenhad stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, The circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice. Now, that apprenticeship is nearly over. All that remains is the final test, the harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium, ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the Dream Realm, the Fade, are drawn to you, and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
This is why the harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
Oh, I have to do something now. Okay, let's do it. What happens if I can't defeat the demon?
It will turn you into an abomination, and the Templars will be forced to slay you. This is Lyrium, the very essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you, and remember the Fade is a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
The apprentice must go through this test alone, First Enchanter. You are ready.
And we're in the Fade. Look at this, the beautiful Fade. So there's a couple things I'd like to say about the Fade. First of all, you see this black thing in the distance? I believe that that is the Golden City that's corrupted. You can see this anywhere in the Fade if you look. Maybe over here as well. Over here. I'm just gonna save it really quickly. And I will just end this part, so this is the first part. I'll be right back with the second part.